Hey, Nick, thanks, man. Good to see you. Hey, when you got dinged a couple weeks ago, that kind of a scary moment. I think everybody on the field was just kind of surprised that you went off like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a scary moment, but I knew I was fine, just a little dizzy, but that's it.
Gotcha. Hey, so with no exhibition games, Nick, and not a whole lot of hitting in practice, how do you train your body to be ready for those hard hits, obviously, that you're going to start getting in about a week and a half?
Just take it back to high school, I guess. You go through camp, not really much hitting or any games at all, but you still go out there and you still play the season. So I guess I got to just take it back to that mindset. I have gotten used to, hitting in practice and also having the preseason games, but I mean that's not the case. I gotta adapt. We all do, and just gotta, go with what's happening.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Tom. Next question will be from Mary Kay Cabot.
Hey, Nick, I'm sure that I know that Mac Wilson felt so horrible about what happened on that hit. Just wondering if he probably, I'm sure, apologized to you. And then in turn, how horrible did you feel when he goes down the next day and now he's lost for the whole season?
Yeah, he reached out to me through text, and I mean, he didn't even have to. I understand. I mean, it's football. He's just playing hard and going hard as he always does. And I did feel horrible the next day seeing his knee injury. But I mean, it was me and him inside the training room. So I'm the perfect guy he can talk to about knee injuries. So I mean, I encouraged him. It turns out his even as near as bad as mine. So that's positive that came out of it. And now just trying to get him back out there with us.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mary Kay. We'll go to Marla Ridnour.
Yeah, Nick, do you have any idea what this team, your identity on offense? I know Coach Stefanski, said you're finally getting around to figuring out what you do best. Do you feel like you're in a race against time to get that going?
I mean, I feel like we had enough time. I mean, not as much time as we would want, but we make do what we have. So every day we come out here, we're here to get better. We're here to run the ball, pass the ball, do everything we can as a team. And I think we had enough time.
Considering how, with no preseason and all that, are you ready to kind of carry the load early until you guys figure it out?
Yeah, I'm ready for whatever happens. I'm ready for the team.
Thanks.
Thank you, Marla. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Nick, kind of following up on Marla's question. You guys have so many playmakers. Do you feel like teams won't be able to kind of load up on you as much as maybe they have in the past?
I mean, I can't tell you how teams are going to play us, but we do have a lot of playmakers on the field, and hopefully we can utilize everyone the right way and make teams have to choose one or another. That definitely help us out.
And we saw you and Kareem share the backfield at times last year. Do you see that still being a part of the offense?
I hope it can be. I know our coaches are going to do a great job and, find ways to get us on the field together. So it's not a coach decision, but, I hope we can do that.
Thanks.
Aditi Kinkabal will have our next question.
Hey, Nick, how are you? When you look at this camp, it was obviously completely unlike any other previous camp. But is there anything that was a positive? Is there any adjustment that was made that you feel like, that actually worked out much better than I expected?
I mean, I think the fact that we got to come out here and actually play is a positive because all the uncertainty going on before the season, not knowing we're going to have a season, not knowing how things are going to play out. I mean, I think for us to be able to come out here and practice every day, not many cases on our team right now, and just keep playing football, which we love. So I think that's a positive.
Great. Our next question will go to Tony Grossi.
Hey, Nick. Once again, contracts for running backs is in the news. Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara. Do you take note of those, or do you just simply not care about that part of the business?
Yeah, I mean, I see it. I know it's happening. I'm aware of it, but I'm just focusing on, this team right now. And I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. And, whatever happens for me, it'll be for the best, I believe. So I'm just trying to get better every day here and not worry about the future.
Very good. Thank you.
Nate Ulrich, you're up.
Hey, Nick. I wanted to ask you, is it too early, or are you able to notice the upgrades that were made on the offensive line. Like, can you tell what kind of difference those guys are going to be able to make with you in the running game?
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, it's easy to see because, I mean, it's a lot to do with the coaching too because Coach Callahan gets those guys going every day, and he never lays off of them. And I think that's a big key too. But other than that, those guys are the 5 guys up there are very talented. They do everything right. They're great O-line, great unit, and I love running behind them.
And then related to that, Andy Janovich comes in here. How are you feeling about what he brings to the table, and do you like the idea of being able to mix it up and run behind a fullback at times?
Yeah, I love having Andy in front of me. He has eyes like a running back. I can trust where he's going. I know he's gonna be in the right place, and not only just his blocking, but I mean he can catch the ball well. He can run with the ball in his hands. And he's a great overall fullback, and yeah, I mean I look forward to running behind him.
Back to Aditi Kinkhabwala.
Nick, back also on the offensive line, Kareem Hunt said a couple weeks ago that it takes a few weeks to really learn a new offensive line, to learn who pulls, who blocks in which way, what you want to do. Where do you feel you are on that, especially since there's been some uncertainty on who you're starting with? And I mean, do you agree with that? Is that a fair assessment? Was there a learning curve there?
It definitely is because, I mean, you get so used to being one line and you kind of know how they're going to block things up. You know how they're going to go to the second level. And, I mean, I think first week it took me a while to adjust because I was missing my reads just because I didn't know how the line would block it. But after a while, you get used to knowing what they're going to do. And, yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair assessment.
So on that note, if J.C. Treader actually comes in and plays early, have you just gotten so used to Nick Harris, or is that not a big adjustment?
Well, I think those guys are very similar, so I don't think it would be much drop off at all. I think they both do a great job of being the center and handling the 3 and the nose techniques. So I think they both do it pretty similar.
Back to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Nick, I heard Baker the other day talk about proving to people that last year wasn't the true Baker. Do you see that in him, that desire to kind of get back to where he was as a rookie and, I guess, rebound from year 2?
Oh, I believe it 100%. I mean, I see it every day in practice. He's making the changes that need to be made. He's playing, smarter, and he's still making the big plays as Baker does. But I think he's just been smarter with the ball. That's all it came down to was, protecting the ball.